What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Big T, right here with all of you guys, right here, right now, today. This is your WWE Monday Night Raw review and results for today, Monday, April 24th, 2023. Triple H unveils the brand new WWE World Heavyweight Championship. We're going to talk about this and how it affects the WWE going forward and everything else. Kick back, relax, we'll hit the introductions. And your WWE Monday Night Raw review and results will be coming up next, and we'll get this party started. See you guys in a little bit.
This is M-Dog20, Matt Cross. We're in Cleveland, Ohio, and you are checking out Beyond the Ring with my man, Big T. Thank you, man. Big T. Hello, this is EC3 of TNA Wrestling, and you are so very fortunate because you are watching Beyond the Ring with Big T.
This is the bad boy Joey Janela, and you're watching Beyond the Ring, Big T.
Alright, there we go, everybody. Are you guys ready to get into this show tonight? Because we got a little bit of stuff to talk about, at least. So we'll get into it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Big T, right here with all of you guys today. And this is your WWE Monday Night Raw review and results show for today, Monday, April 24th, 2023. And again, I'm your host, Big T, right here with all of you today. Let's get into everything first. If you guys want to help out the channel here, make sure that you use the hashtag Justice for Pretty for pet rights, because pets are family. Me, Mom, and T, little Pretty, we all appreciate it very much. And Pretty, you'll always be our bright little shining star. We love you very much forever and ever, my sweet little angel. And, of course, don't forget to donate to the show using PayPal by clicking on this link in the description of this video. Thank you guys very much. That link that you see Becky Lynch pointing up at, that's the link you want. That link's pinned to the top of the YouTube live chat, the Facebook live comments. It's at the top of the description of this video and every single video that I do. And there's the PayPal button on the YouTube homepage as well. So any amount you want to donate helps the show out, keeps everything going. So thank you guys for that. And let's see what we got for Raw. Well, you guys know what to do. You can check out my website, www.beyondtheringwithbigt.com. You can call into the show live on Skype using BigT_119 if you guys have any questions or comments about Raw. You can follow me on Twitter at Beyond the Ring BT, like me and follow me on Facebook at Beyond the Ring with Big T, follow me on Instagram at Beyond the Ring with Big T. Everything's there that you need. So, now we could get into Monday Night Raw. And there was an interesting story here. I have no idea what the deal was with this or why. This even happened, considering he's coming back to AEW, but CM Punk reportedly visited tonight's WWE Monday Night Raw in Chicago, and then he was asked to leave. So WWE Monday Night Raw was in the Chicagoland area tonight, and it appears that an unlikely hometown hero was backstage before tonight's show. PW Insider Elite is reporting that former AEW and WWE champion CM Punk was backstage in the Allstate Arena in the Chicago border town of Rosemont, Illinois for tonight's show. CM Punk was reportedly visiting unnamed people backstage, though the report does state that Punk met with WWE Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque, which marks the first time that the two have reportedly met since Punk walked out of the WWE in 2014. Punk reportedly met with several people and was eventually asked to leave the arena, which PW Insider says was a Vince McMahon decision that Punk adhered to without protest. A video purportedly showing Punk outside the arena was later posted on Twitter. Punk was actually outside of Raw. You can see the Allstate Arena in the background, and he was wearing a black hoodie and a red baseball cap, and he was talking to Mina in the parking lot. And Fightful Select later added its own reporting, confirming that Punk had spoken briefly with Triple H backstage before Raw. The report added that Punk also met up with several talents, including The Miz, and wrestlers backstage at Raw were reportedly viewing Punk's unexpected appearance as a publicity stunt. On the flip side, some AEW talents were said to be in disbelief after hearing the news. Punk is currently under contract with AEW, though he hasn't been on AEW's programming since September of last year at All Out, after an acidic tirade following AEW All Out led to a backstage altercation with a number of his co-workers, and there have been reports of Punk being the center of AEW's upcoming Saturday show, which is due to start up on June 17th, but we haven't got confirmation yet. Punk has not worked in cooperation with WWE since his brief stint as a contributor on the weekly WWE Backstage program on Fox Sports between 2019 and 2021. So, honestly, guys, I don't know what Punk was doing there, to be honest with you. I don't. It makes no sense why he was there. I don't blame Vince McMahon for basically having him thrown out, because obviously, it's only obvious that Vince McMahon, somebody called Vince McMahon, and I'm sure, they mentioned to him that CM Punk is there, and then he basically told him, get him out of here. And that's exactly what happened. As far as Vince McMahon goes, just to give you guys the quicker version of what happened with Vince McMahon is Vince McMahon was running the show, remotely, and he was making major changes to WWE Monday Night Raw. That's why nothing was basically set in stone when I did my preview show earlier. So, the whole thing is, ahead of Raw tonight, Mike Johnson of PW Insider was reporting that even though Vince McMahon was not present at tonight's show, major changes to tonight's Raw script, were done, and that the changes were being made remotely at Vince McMahon's request. And, this is what I told you guys. WWE CEO Nick Khanman has previously stated that Vince McMahon is not that involved with creative as it pertains to Chief Content Officer Paul Levesque. That wasn't the case during the Raw after WrestleMania when Vince McMahon was on site on April 3rd, changing everything and pissing people off in the back, and he was in guerrilla making changes and running things as he had in years prior to his short-lived retirement. That was a few weeks ago. And, the whole thing is, we don't really know what the changes are, but there was already rumors going around of unhappiness among talent from multiple sources. It is said that the levels of unhappiness haven't reached the height of the Raw after Mania, but it certainly appears to be heading in that direction. So, that's all I could say. But Vince McMahon wasn't there. He was running everything remotely, from what is being said in the report. So, take it for what it is. Whether or not it's true, who knows? We'll see. It seems like it to me, because it seemed like tonight was definitely run by Vince McMahon. It didn't have a Triple H feel to the show. It wasn't as bad as the Raw from WrestleMania. The Raw after WrestleMania was just, it's really as bad as you could get. It was horrible. And this show was not that offensive. It really wasn't that offensive. I've seen worse. I've seen way worse. So, anyway, as far as what happened on the show tonight, let's get into it, and I'll tell you guys what we got. WWE Monday Night Raw review results for Monday, April 24th, 2023. Bad Bunny returns, Triple H makes a major announcement, and more. WWE Monday Night Raw, Monday, April 24, 2023, coming to us live from the Allstate Arena in Chicago, Illinois. Actually, it's Rosemont, Illinois. Which, I've been there to that arena on Survivor Series 2019 weekend. Great arena. Great part of Chicago, easy access in and out. You're away from the downtown area, so they have a good spot there, to run WWE shows out of course. 3 weeks ago, Bad Bunny got into a physical altercation with the Judgement Day whilst watching the action on Raw from ringside, which ultimately culminated in Damian Priest delivering a chokeslam to him that sent him crashing through the announce desk. So we have that. And, let's see. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, guys. So, let's see. Damian Priest. We were talking about Damian Priest and Bad Bunny. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, Damian Priest delivered a chokeslam to Bad Bunny that sent him crashing through the announce desk. Tonight, Bad Bunny will be making his return to Raw ahead of his hosting duties at WWE Backlash on May 6th for the first time since the attack occurred. Speaking of Damian Priest, he will be in action tonight as he collides with WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. It is no secret that Damian Priest and Rey Mysterio have been at odds for a number of months now, as a result of the ongoing issues between their respective factions. The aforementioned Judgement Day and LWO, they most certainly have encountered one another during a tag team match this past Friday on WWE Friday Night SmackDown, during which Damian Priest and Finn Balor defeated Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar. Additionally, WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H has a major announcement for the WWE Universe, as announced on the company's Twitter account earlier today. Alright, so now we're going to get into the show. Okay. We are live from Chicago. Corey Graves and Kevin Patrick greet audiences at home as Cody Rhodes makes his way to the ring. So we start off hearing from Cody Rhodes. So let's see what Cody Rhodes has to say tonight. I'm sure he's going to be talking about Brock Lesnar. I mean, come on, you know. That's Cody Rhodes' big feud right now is Brock Lesnar, so I'm sure that's what he's going to be talking about here. Now, Cody, he asked Chicago, he's like, Chicago, Illinois, what do you guys want to talk about? Cody then says, he's like, we could talk about the WWE draft. Or we could talk about my upcoming match with Brock Lesnar at Backlash. And then Cody throws it over to a few pictures of Brock Lesnar's attack on him 3 weeks ago on Raw. Cody then says he wants to show fans something else. He takes off his watch and, takes off his shirt, throws his shirt in the crowd. And Cody reveals a scar on his shoulder. Cody says this is the first time that he has stood in the Allstate Arena since facing Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell inside the cell with a torn pec. Cody addresses Brock directly and tells Brock to pick a spot. Cody says he was able to defeat one of the very best with the aforementioned injury, but he didn't do anything that night. Cody says a sold-out arena propped him up on their shoulders and carried him to the finish line. Cody thanked Chicago and party was over because Finn Balor's music hits and out came Finn Balor. I don't understand. I mean, this is something that had to be written by Vince McMahon, this next part, because this made... To me, it made no sense. I've been trying to pick this apart, and, really thinking, why did Vince McMahon do this? Why did Vince McMahon do this? Yeah, or why did WWE do this? It's because of Vince McMahon, is what I should say. So let's see. If I take a look here, because let me tell you, this makes no sense. It really doesn't make any sense, guys. It don't. That's the sad part. It does not make one bit of sense at all. I mean, if you really think about it, Finn Balor, he's out here trying to enlist Cody Rhodes into the Judgment Day, right? The randomness, I don't understand what it was with the randomness of this. It wasn't a good random either. And, why did Finn Balor have to try to enlist Cody Rhodes rather than us? Or Cody try to give us a reason as to why the match with Brock was even happening in the first place. See, it's little things like that. And when Vince McMahon does booking, when he books these shows, you get these logic gaps in there that you do not get when Triple H is running a program. You just don't. With Vince McMahon, you do. You get the logic gaps. So this is what is making me believe that Vince McMahon was indeed running the show as reported. So, Balor's like, I hate to break up the party, but everyone has scars. Balor says he saw that Cody had Roman Reigns beat at WrestleMania, but he got screwed. Balor then says, and why did you get screwed, Cody? You want to know the answer? It was because no one had your back. And then Balor says he understood why Cody trusted Brock to be his tag team partner. But Balor's like, Cody, you need to be smarter. You can't win your match with Brock on your own in Puerto Rico at Backlash. Right here, Cody cuts Balor off. Cody says that he was under the impression that there was mutual respect between them. Cody says he is not buying whatever Balor is trying to sell him. He's not buying what he's selling. Balor says, well, if you respect me, Cody, then you'll hear me out. Balor then says that Cody, as a member of the Judgment Day, would be unstoppable. And then Balor tells Cody, do not make the same mistake you made at WrestleMania on May 6th in Puerto Rico at Backlash. Cody then very respectfully says, I appreciate, all you've done for me, Finn, but I gotta say that I respectfully decline to join the Judgment Day. Cody reaches out his hand to shake Balor's hand. It's like no hard feelings, no harm done, no foul. And Balor just looks at Cody's hand and says, that's a pity. You know why, Cody? Because you're either with the Judgment Day or you're against the Judgment Day. Cody then says Balor is of the impression that, Cody's not medically cleared to compete tonight, but Cody says, that's not the case here. And I was cleared a few hours ago. And Cody says, I can't think of a better message to send to Brock Lesnar than to go toe-to-toe with you, Finn Balor, tonight. And then the match was made official. So we got Cody Rhodes versus Finn Balor. But I still don't understand why Finn Balor's trying to recruit Cody Rhodes. Why? That's one thing I'd love to know. Why? I mean, after Cody and Brock, is this going to lead to, Cody having a feud with the Judgment Day after Backlash? Because Cody's probably going to win the new WWE Championship. And Cody's going to need somebody to feud with. Maybe that person will be Finn Balor. I don't know. I'm just guessing and kind of grasping at straws and throwing caution to the wind and, kind of giving you guys a little something to try to make sense of it. But yeah, is there really much sense or much logic to this at all? The easy answer is no, there isn't. There really isn't. Because Cody could have just came out and gave a reason as to why this match with Brock was happening. Or Cody could have talked about, the 20-some-odd security guards that he beat the shit out of last week to try to get to Brock. Cody could have talked about what he's going to do to Brock at Backlash. Cody addressed nothing of it. They send Finn Balor out there to try to recruit Cody to the Judgment Day. Why? See, these are questions, real questions that you have to ask yourself. Why are they doing this? Because it doesn't make sense. Why? I'm just saying, I'm just asking the simple question as to why. What people think of it, or what you guys think of it, or what answers you might come up with, that's for you guys to talk about and leave in the comments. But I'm just trying to, find some sort of answer somewhere as to why this is like it is, because honestly, it makes no damn sense. And usually when something makes no damn sense, what does it mean? It means that Vince McMahon is running creative, folks. Yeah, so right there off the bat on the show, you could already see some things that were, didn't really make sense. Because they didn't. So, that's how we opened Raw. I mean, to be honest, it wasn't that great of an open. It was an open that could have went somewhere. But with the involvement of Balor, it made it fall flat. And then all this did was set up a meaningless match between Cody Rhodes and Finn Balor, because really, if you think about it, what meaning did this match have? What meaning does this match have? Quick answer is it really has no meaning. It's just trying to make a match for the sake of making a match so that Cody Rhodes could get on television and fans can see Cody Rhodes wrestle, because they have nothing for Cody to do until he gets to Backlash in 2 weeks. So they're trying to do some filler in between, and then who knows, they might turn this into a storyline after Backlash. But it just reeks of Vince McMahon. It reeks of something that Vince McMahon would do creatively, or a change that Vince McMahon wanted. It seems like that. So, I'm just telling you, I'm just telling you that that's how I think it went. And then, after this segment, we end up getting to our first match of the night, which it was really nothing special, guys. It really wasn't. There was nothing really special about the first match of the night. Regardless of what anybody wants to try to say, it was okay. It was something that was just there, but it's not like it was anything really good. No. Really, no. So let's see here. Let me take a look. And we'll talk about this first match and see how this all works out. So let's see. Okay. We got the Bloodline of Jimmy and Jay the Usos and Solo Sikoa going up against the LWO, the Latino World Order of Santos Escobar, Cruz del Toro, and Joaquin Wilde. Joaquin Wilde and Jey Uso begin the match. The bell rings. Both men lock up. Wilde delivers a drop kick before Jimmy tags in and delivers a chop that's followed up by a shoulder to his midsection. Solo tags in and executes a headbutt, but Wilde sends Solo to the outside as the Usos try to interfere, but Escobar and Del Toro send them crashing to the outside with drop kicks. Wilde and Del Toro then go flying over the top to level them as Escobar does the same to Solo. Go to commercial, come back from the commercial break. Solo delivers a back elbow to Wilde. Wilde fires back with DDT and then tags in Escobar as Solo tags in Jimmy. Escobar delivers a pair of jumping elbows, but Jimmy fires back with a kick to his midsection. Escobar responds with an enziguri and a crossbody off the top rope as Del Toro tags in, and delivers a drop kick off the top, and then climbs up the top and delivers a 450 splash. He goes for a pin, but Jay breaks up the pinfall. Escobar attacks him, and the action spills to the outside. Jay sends him crashing into the ring post before Wilde jumps him. Solo sends Wilde into the apron, spine first, as Del Toro delivers an enziguri to Jimmy back inside the ring. Solo tries to interfere, but the referee catches him. Jay then hops up on the apron, and the referee gets distracted by him. This allows Solo to deliver the Samoan spike to Cruz del Toro, as the Usos followed up with the 1D for the 1-2-3 and the pin and the win here. So, your winners are indeed the Bloodline of Jimmy, Jey Uso, and Solo Sikoa. After the match, Jey Uso grabs a microphone and says that himself and Jimmy Uso had one bad night at WrestleMania 39. Jimmy says that Friday will not be a bad day on SmackDown for the Bloodline when they recapture the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships, and their victory will be dedicated to the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. So, right there, that's already the Usos, Jey Uso specifically, dedicating a tag team title victory to Roman Reigns. That isn't going to happen, and this is going to lead to further dissension between Roman Reigns and the Usos when the Usos fail to get those championships back on Friday Night SmackDown. After this, we then head backstage to Kathy Kelly and Bianca Belair. Kathy Kelly asks Bianca Belair how she feels about facing Io Sky at Backlash, and Bianca says she's excited. Damage Control walks in, and Bayley tells Bianca Io will bring home the Raw Women's Championship to Damage Control. Io tells Bianca that she wants to face her tonight, and Bianca tells her to say less. Bayley tells Bianca to get ready for the three of them to beat up herself and two other opponents, and Bianca says that while she was talking to Io, she is happy to accept Bayley's challenge. It was whatever, nothing special here. Go to commercial, come back from the commercial break. We head backstage and we see Jey Uso on the phone. Jey Uso then runs into Sami Zayn and cuts himself off mid-sentence. Sammy says he's not here for a fight, but he heard Jey Uso dedicate, the Usos' upcoming Undisputed Tag Team Championship match to Roman Reigns. Sammy asked Jey whether or not he thinks that's weird. And then Sammy asked Jey, what happens if you and your brother Jimmy come up short after putting Roman's name on the match? And Sammy then tells Jey it will not be good, and Jey deserves better. Jey asks Sammy why he cares, and Sammy says he feels bad. Jey tells Sammy that he shouldn't feel bad, and he doesn't need to worry about Bloodline business anymore because they both made their choices. Jey was like, whether you like it or not, Sammy, you made your choice, and whether you like it or not, I made my choice. And that was that. Good stuff there. That stuff was good. So we'll see how this keeps going on, but yeah, it seems like the Usos are going to be the ones to maybe split from the Bloodline, or something, will happen somewhere that, is going to do something to really fracture the Bloodline, if not break it apart. So let's see here. Let's see. There we go. Alright. So now as far as what was next, let's take a look. There it is. We then head to a video package recapping Trish Stratus' betrayal of Becky Lynch as well as her god-awful promo from last week. We then head backstage to Kathy Kelly and Trish Stratus. Kathy Kelly asks Trish Stratus if she can provide any insight as to why Becky Lynch isn't at Raw, and Trish says that Becky isn't doing so well. Trish says that Becky confided in her about her struggles being at the top of the women's division and being a mom, and Trish says she is thriving while Becky cracked and crumbled. Trish says she puts Becky out of her misery, and she deserves to be thanked for it. Whatever. I think Trish's backstage promo here was terrible. She was like cracking smiles and smiling, and it's like that's not what a heel should do. The delivery, I just don't like it. Trish Stratus is not a heel. I mean, this is god-awful. And you know what? It's not really even Trish's fault, because this is what they want her to do. But Trish is not good at all as a heel. It doesn't work. It's like oil and water, it doesn't fucking mix. Trish Stratus and heel is definitely something that is not good. Back at ringside, the Street Profits. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins head to the ring as Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander follows. So we got the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins going up against Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. This match was fucking garbage. I'll tell you exactly why this match was fucking garbage. It was only like 2 minutes and it was pointless. Benjamin and Ford begin the action. The bell rings. Benjamin delivers a knee to Dawkins on the apron. Ford then delivers a series of right hands to his spine, but Benjamin gets Ford on his shoulders. Alexander makes the blind tag and rains down right hands, and then tags Benjamin back in. Ford catches him with an enziguri, and then tags in Dawkins as Benjamin tags in Alexander. Dawkins delivers a splash in the corner and then follows it up with an enziguri as Dawkins hits a spinebuster and then tags in Ford. Ford ascends to the top and delivers a frog splash. For the 1-2-3 and the pin in the win, your winners are the Street Profits of Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. And that shitty tag match was thankfully over, and it didn't mean a damn thing. We go to commercial. We come back from the commercial break. Triple H heads to the ring, and Triple H makes a huge announcement here. I mean, this was awesome. But there is a problem too with Triple H, announcing this world championship. There really is a problem. But I understand why they do it, and I'd rather have them go this route than take the title off of Roman. To be honest with you. I really would. Now, Triple H announces the revival of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So, on Saturday, May 27th, a brand new WWE World Heavyweight Champion will be crowned. Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque teased a major announcement ahead of the April 24, 2023 edition of WWE Monday Night Raw, and after praising the current reign of undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns, he delivered on it by reviving and revealing a new incarnation of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. With the WWE Draft set to return this Friday on SmackDown, Levesque announced that Roman Reigns will take his undisputed WWE Universal Championship to whichever show drafts him. As for the holder of the new title, for the other show, that will be decided at the Night of Champions event in Saudi Arabia. Triple H says this will be a champion you can be proud of, he declared. Triple H did. This will be a champion you can respect, that you can admire. This will be a champion that will defend this championship anywhere, any place, anytime, all over the world. Then in a not-so-subtle dig at Roman Reigns, Triple H finished his announcement by saying, "The champion will not have to demand your acknowledgement. The champion will earn your acknowledgement and will earn the title of World Heavyweight Champion." Originally, the latest editions of the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments were planned for late May in Saudi Arabia. It would have marked the first time since October 2021 when Xavier Woods defeated Finn Balor to become King of the Ring, while Zelina Vega won the first ever Queen's Crown tournament by toppling Doudrop, who's now Piper Niven, in the finals there. Now with the WWE Draft right around the corner, the fact that almost every star from the main roster on down through NXT is eligible. It remains to be seen just how WWE will crown its new World Heavyweight Champion come May 27th. And more of what Triple H said. Triple H says, that he had the incredible privilege of competing in front of the WWE Universe, but now he has the incredible privilege of ensuring WWE can be around for generations to come. Triple H says he's here to talk about Roman Reigns, who is coming up on 1,000 days as champion. Triple H says he can't name too many superstars who would be able to hang in the ring with Roman. Triple H then says along the way, Roman did something smart, negotiating himself into a position where he did not have to defend that championship as frequently. Triple H says while that is great for Roman Reigns, it is not great for the WWE because the fans deserve more. Triple H says that, that's why he said WWE would be changed by its core during the WWE draft and it would be a game changer. Triple H says that Roman Reigns will stay as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion on the brand that he is assigned to, while the other brand will crown a new World Heavyweight Champion at Night of Champions at the end of May. Triple H unveils the redesigned title before Triple H says that the champion will be one of respect that defends the title at any place and any time. Triple H says the champion will earn the acknowledgement of the fans. And let me tell you something, this championship is beautiful. This championship belt, it's classy, it's old school, but yet it has the modern look. I love what they did with this. It's my favorite championship belt that they have. I wouldn't even mind getting this championship. It's basically a upgraded design of the big gold belt. The gold on this belt itself and even the design of it, the shape of it is like the same shape of the classic big gold belt, but in the middle you have a big globe and then the WWE logo that sits right in the middle. Just a beautiful, beautiful title. I mean, it blows away the look of the titles that Roman Reigns is carrying around. But here's the thing I have to add. Triple H, he did not give specifics as to what's going to happen with Roman's championships. Because Triple H said that Roman Reigns will take the undisputed WWE Universal Championship to whatever brand he's drafted on. Okay, I get that. But the question Triple H did not answer is that, does Roman have to give one of those titles up? Like, does he have to turn in the WWE Championship since we're going to have a WWE World Heavyweight Champion on, whichever show Roman is not drafted on? And then, as far as, Roman's title will still be the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. So is Roman just going to carry around the Universal Championship, and then this new WWE Championship will be the WWE Championship, and they take one title from Roman? That they did not specify. Or is Roman still going to carry around two titles, basically like they're one, and then you'll just have this title by itself on whatever show Roman's not drafted on? I mean, I really don't know what to think. So that's my first question. Next question that I had here is also very simple. I understand why WWE did this, okay? Because they want a champion on both shows. They want a defending champion, but they don't want to take the titles off of Roman. You don't need a champion on a show every fucking week. I've been saying this over and over again. You don't need that. That is something that is not needed. This is going to do one of two things or both. The problem with adding this championship, it's always going to feel like the secondary title. Roman's going to feel like the top guy. Period. I mean, if you think about it, who in WWE would want to go after that secondary championship, no matter how beautiful it is, when you know damn well the biggest championship in this company is being held by Roman Reigns, who's been champion for close to 1,000 days? That's problem number one. Problem number two, by adding a second championship, now it's like Roman isn't the only top dog there anymore. Now it's like, oh, we got two guys that are the best. No, nobody's upstaging Roman. Number three, this is not going to make the quality of the shows better. For all those people saying that you need a championship on a show every single week, you guys will see that it's not going to upgrade the shows at all. It's not going to upgrade anything when you see that championship defended at every single pay-per-view. This championship is not going to feel special. Trust me. Roman's championship is what's special. Roman's reign is what's special. This title's always going to be looked at as nothing but secondary, and anybody that holds this title is going to be looked at as the second best guy in the company underneath Roman Reigns. The only thing that makes me happy that they created this title is because now we don't have to worry about Roman losing this championship. He can take a few months off if he wants. They have this other championship they can constantly have defended. Fine. They get what they want. I don't think it's going to work, to be honest with you. I think it's going to hinder the guys that hold it, because everybody will be looking at Roman Reigns as the top guy. And then once Roman loses those championships and his reign is over, then you're going to have a whole conundrum as to who is the real top guy in the company, because you're going to have two fucking world champions again, and then nobody's going to know who the true top guy really is once Roman's reign finally does end. So this is going to present a problem at the end of the day. It will. People are happy about it and up in arms right now, but you're going to see how this is going to cause a major problem down the line. It's not going to rear its ugly head right away. This is something that's going to take its time, and then it will reveal itself. And when it does, you're going to see how this is a fucked up thing and how this is just all fucked up. I don't like having two titles. Same thing with the women's championships. Get rid of one. You only need one women's champion. You need one men's heavyweight champion, one women's champion. You could have two mid-card titles, fine. One per each brand. One set of tag team titles. No more two sets of tag titles. Get rid of that fucking shit. Because now, by having two titles for each division, if you have two tag team titles, two women's titles, two men's heavyweight titles, you really don't know who the ultimate champion is or who the best of the best is, because, they're equal. Fuck that. The champion should be floating between shows. You're a world champion, you get paid the most money, then guess what? You participate on both fucking shows and defend your championship. You're a floating champion. I don't understand why this shit is so hard for people to book. They make such big ordeals out of this when it does not have to be. This is as easy as ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. That's what this is. And yet these multi-billionaires and multi-millionaires that sit behind their desks pushing their little fucking pens and pencils, they don't know. Why are they getting paid millions of dollars then, when they don't know how to book correctly? If Roman's reign wasn't as prestigious as it was, do you realize that this would have ran a risk of making Roman into a lesser champion, that people would have been saying, this champion's better than Roman Reigns. Thankfully, that won't happen because Roman has had the title so long. But this is going to make this secondary championship look like a fucking joke at the end of the day. That's what makes Roman feel so special. He comes around every couple months. Somebody has to fucking literally work so hard just to get a title match against him. That's what this is all about. That's what makes it so special. This championship, it'll be, oh, I'm a fighting champion. I'm gonna fucking fight this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. What, just for the sake that you defend the title more than anybody else in the company? I don't give a fuck about that. The title's not even going to feel special. It's going to be overexposed. You're going to see it defended every single fucking pay-per-view, possibly on Raw shows too. It's going to get overexposed. You're going to put it on a babyface, and you don't know how to book babyface champions. It's going to turn into a complete fucking mess. And then I'm going to sit here and I'm going to ask everybody a year from now, hey, how was having that champion, having a champion on both shows, how the fuck did that work out for you people at the end of the day? That's going to be my question going into 2024. How the fuck did that work out for you, having two champions and having your champion on the show every single week? This is going to prove me right again that you don't need two fucking champions. You don't. I don't understand why people can't figure this out. I don't get it. It don't make any fucking sense whatsoever. But people, they still want it. Just because you're the world champion, oh, we gotta see you on television every fucking week. Why? Do you realize champions that you see on television every week are the champions that have the worst fucking title reigns because they're so overexposed? Think about the best title reigns that there has been in the modern era. Roman Reigns, perfect example. Another one, Brock Lesnar. After he beat the streak and then he went on to win the title, and he only defended it at the big pay-per-views maybe like 4 or 5 times a year. We saw Brock Lesnar defend the championship, and people bitched about that. It was so much better that way, because every time Brock came in, it felt special. Same thing with Roman Reigns. Every time he comes in, it feels special. Why the fuck do these people need their world champion to be on television every goddamn week? Answer me that question. Why do you people need that so fucking bad? It ruins the product. It ruins the quality of television. It ruins world title matches. It ruins excitement for new challengers for world title matches. People don't fucking get this. Look at AEW. Look at how many times MJF has fucking defended the championship since he's won it. MJF has defended his world championship against Ricky Starks at Winter is Coming and against Bryan Danielson at Revolution. That's it. And MJF, I believe he wrestled in one title match against, Takeshita. I believe MJF has only wrestled 3 times since winning the World Championship 5 months ago. And every time you see MJF, every time MJF comes out and cuts a promo, every time a new challenger is made for MJF, you know what? It feels fucking special because you barely see him wrestle. You barely see him. But when he's got to defend that fucking title, he's going to throw down and give you a damn good match. It's funny how nobody there is complaining, oh, we need to see the champion every week because those people know over there. They fucking know that they're going to get quality when they see MJF. See, WWE fans are so fucking fickle, they can't get it through their thick skulls. I want to see a champion every week. I want a champion on Monday Night Raw. I want a champion on Friday Night SmackDown. Cry me a fucking river, people. Really? Give me a break. Wait until this blows up at all your faces. I can't wait. I can't wait for it, really. Because I know it's coming. The only thing good about it is Roman can hold his title longer. And the new championship belt is beautiful. But it ain't gonna mean jack fucking shit at the end of the day. Look at when they first created the Universal Championship. That title was cursed and the title didn't mean jack fucking shit. Then once Roman Reigns won it, it took Roman and a reign like this to build that Universal title into what it is today. This championship will be like how the Universal title was when it first started. Mark my words. Hope all you people that fucking craved a champion on your televisions every single week, that you're happy now, but you just completely fucked the product. You fucked it up. And it's not gonna get better. So, hope you guys like that. That's my rant for the day. That's my rant for the fucking day. But yeah, that's what we got out of this. We head backstage to Kathy Kelly in the Judgment Day. Kathy Kelly addresses Damian Priest and Finn Balor and asks if he's invisible. Damian Priest tells Balor to get ready, and Balor does so. Kathy Kelly asks Damian Priest for his reaction to Bad Bunny being in Chicago tonight. Damian Priest says Bad Bunny's success in WWE has come from him, and he says he doesn't interfere in Bad Bunny's music career, but he's looking forward to seeing him later tonight. Whatever. Back at ringside, Damage Control heads to the ring. We go to commercial, come back from the commercial break. We head backstage to the Usos, Jimmy and Jay and Solo Sikoa. Jimmy is trying to strategize with Jay for their upcoming match. Jay is completely spaced out, and Jimmy asks Jay what's wrong. Jay asks Jimmy if he has thought about what happens if they don't win the titles back, and Jimmy asks where this is coming from. Jay says he ran into Sami Zayn, and Jimmy becomes angry. Jimmy tells Jay that he needs to stay focused, and Jay says all he's saying is, what if they don't win? Jimmy insists that they will win, and that won't be an issue, but Jay doesn't respond. Jimmy then storms off. So this is a good storyline here. I'm telling you, the Bloodline stuff is the only thing that's good. Back at ringside, Bianca Belair heads down to the ring, followed by her mystery tag team partners, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Damage Control, Bayley, Dakota Kai, Io Sky against Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez in 6-woman tag team action. Bianca and Io begin the action. The bell rings. Both of them lock up. Bianca delivers a single leg drop kick. Dakota tags in, and Bianca catches her with a delayed vertical suplex. Raquel tags in and delivers a splash in the corner before Liv tags in and delivers a cannonball off of Raquel's shoulders. As she follows it up with a code breaker, but the action spills to the outside and Io delivers a kick, or a cheap kick, to Liv. Go to commercial. Back from the break, Dakota fires off right hands on Liv. Bayley then tags in and immediately tags Io in. Bayley then delivers a running boot before Io hits the double knees and locks in a crossface. Liv escapes and Dakota tags in Io, and Dakota then look to double team, but Liv catches them with a kick and tosses Io out of the ring. Bianca looks to tag in, but Io pulls her off the apron and then tosses her into the steel ring steps. Liv then delivers a backstabber to Dakota and tags in Raquel as Dakota tags in Bayley. Raquel delivers a pair of lariats and a fallaway slam and then hits a corkscrew elbow as she goes for a pin, but Dakota breaks up the pinfall. Raquel tosses Dakota out of the ring and then tags in Liv. Raquel powerbombs Liv onto Dakota and Bayley on the outside. Bianca then gets Bayley in the ring and then hits the kiss of death on Bayley, the KOD for the 1-2-3 and the pin and the win. Your winners are Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez. After the match, Io Sky and Bianca Belair stare one another down before Bianca hugs Raquel and Liv. And this match didn't mean fucking jack shit. Bayley took a loss again. No shock. I mean, there was nothing about this that fucking meant anything at all. This just completely fucking blew dick. Really, there was nothing good about this. It meant nothing. And then, ooh, let's have a stare down with, Bianca Belair and Io Sky. I don't even give a fuck about that. You know why? Because Bianca's gonna beat the shit out of Io and keep her title anyway, so why would I be invested in Io challenging Bianca? I'm not. I could give two fucks about that match. I don't care. So there you go. Austin Theory heads down to the ring next, the WWE United States Champion, and then we hear from Austin Theory. Theory welcomes fans to Austin Theory Live, and then says that this is the experience everyone wants to be a part of. Fans start to boo. Theory says that while they may not want to be a part of the experience, Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed certainly do, as Theory asks why he was put in a triple threat United States title match at Backlash and questions where his respect is, and then points to the World Heavyweight Championship outside of the ring, because the new belt was still there. Theory then says the title should be around his waist rather than on a pedestal because he's earned it. But instead he's in a triple threat United States title match where he doesn't have to be pinned or submitted to lose his United States title. The almighty Bobby Lashley, his music hits, he makes his way down to the ring, and Lashley tells Theory the only problem that he has with him is that he's holding the United States Championship. Lashley says Theory keeps running his mouth and then asks him when he'll step up and accept all challengers. Lashley tells Theory he knows how tough he is, but he doesn't think Theory knows that himself. Lashley then asks Theory if he's lazy or scared, and says that he should be welcoming every chance he has to fight for his title. Lashley says that Theory questions who requested the triple threat match at Backlash, and then Lashley says, I did. I'm the one that did it. Theory says if Lashley's so good at requesting matches, then where was his match at WrestleMania? Where was his WrestleMania match? Lashley was pissed. Lashley says that he should knock Theory's teeth out for saying that, or knock his teeth down his throat. And then Theory says, yeah, Bobby, you should, but... And then Theory looks to clock Lashley with a right hand, but Lashley ducks it. Both men spill to the outside. Lashley sends Theory into the barricades before Bronson Reed appears out of nowhere himself. And, Austin Theory and Bronson Reed then beat down Bobby Lashley before Theory holds Lashley in place, and Reed squashes him between himself and the ring post. Theory and Reed get Lashley inside the ring, where Theory hits Lashley with the Aton down. Reed then blindsides Theory and delivers a senton as Reed ascends to the top and delivers the tsunami to Theory, and then Reed holds up the WWE United States Championship belt, and that was that. Was an okay segment here between these three guys. I'm kind of interested to see what they're going to do at Backlash, but this was nothing special that's going to knock your socks off. Like, hey man, you got to go out of your way and see this. No, it wasn't that type of thing. Alright. So, Chad Gable, Otis, and Maxine Dupree head down to the ring. Mustafa Ali follows. So we've got Chad Gable versus Mustafa Ali in a one-on-one match, and you would think this be a good match, and normally it would be with the caliber of talent that's in the ring. But Vince McMahon obviously booked this because this match is complete fucking dog shit. And it didn't even go 2 minutes. Yeah, tell me how criminal that is. Chad Gable and Mustafa Ali did not even get 2 minutes in that ring. And this is in Mustafa Ali's hometown of fucking Chicago, Illinois. You can't tell me that this wasn't a Vince McMahon booking decision. And because of the way Vince McMahon booked this match could have been good, but it's fucking garbage, and it turned into 1 minute and 51 seconds. Oh joy, I'm so fucking happy. I mean, really, guys, really. Absolutely criminal. The bell rings, Gable delivers an arm drag, Ali responds with one of his own, but Gable catches him with a suplex and a pair of back elbows. Ali executes a kick to his head, but Gable hits a second suplex. Ali fires back with the tornado DDT, and then he ascends to the top rope and looks for a 450 splash. Gable rolls out of the way and sets up for a German suplex, but Ali rolls up Gable for the 1-2-3 and the pin in the win, and that was it. That's all this match fucking was. Your winner is hometown boy Mustafa Ali. Comes home from Chicago, to Chicago, Illinois, and actually wins. But the match was complete and utter fucking dog shit. So, great job, Vince. Great job. You did awesome. Anyway, here's another good part. All the Bloodline parts are good. We head backstage to Sami Zayn. Jimmy Uso approaches Sammy. Jimmy tells Sammy to stop playing mind games with his brother Jay. Sammy says, I'm not playing mind games, I'm speaking the truth. Jimmy then asks Sammy what happens, if you and Kevin lose. Jimmy then says Kevin will turn on Sammy, and Sammy will deserve every bit of it. Jimmy tells Sammy not to worry about his brother Jay, but worry about his own brother, KO, instead. And left it at that. And Sammy actually looked concerned. Had a big look of concern on his face after that. So we'll see. Back at ringside, Finn Balor heads down to the ring. Cody Rhodes follows. We got Cody Rhodes versus Finn Balor. Both men lock up. They go back and forth with submission holds before Balor delivers an arm drag. And then he delivers a chop, but Cody responds with several right hands and plants Balor face first, and then looks for a crossbody, but Balor ducks out of the way, and Cody is sent to the outside. Balor follows him out there, and then sends him crashing into the announce desk before he stares down the World Heavyweight Championship belt. We go to commercial, come back from the commercial break, and Cody delivers a right hand to Balor as he follows it up with a scoop power slam and the disaster kick. And then he goes for a pin, but Balor kicks out. Cody looks for the Cody cutter, but Balor catches Cody and plants him as he then delivers a series of stomps and a sling blade. But Cody delivers the Cody cutter and goes for the pin. Balor kicks out and delivers a double stomp and then follows it up with a shotgun drop kick and then ascends to the top as he looks for the coup de grace, Balor does, but Cody moves out of the way, and Cody delivers the pedigree. And Cody then follows that up with the crossroads to Balor for the 1-2-3 and the pin of the win. Your winner is Cody Rhodes. Decent match here with Finn Balor, but in the grand scheme of things, what did it mean? Is this leading to a feud? It was 11 minutes, decent little match. It wasn't bad. It wasn't anything great. I just don't know the whole meaning behind it. And if they're going to make this a full-fledged feud now with Cody and the Judgment Day, maybe after Backlash, I don't know. Hard to tell, but we'll see what they do with this. Seth freaking Rollins then heads to the ring. So now we got a segment here for, the one match that we have on Backlash that went completely unannounced, and even Seth Rollins found out the same time that we all did, believe it or not. Omos and MVP confront Seth freaking Rollins. Seth welcomes fans to Monday Night Rollins and then introduces himself and says that he was going to come out and see how Chicago was feeling about Omos at Backlash, but something bigger has caught his eye. Seth stares down the World Heavyweight Championship belt. Seth says that Triple H came out and said some nice things about Roman Reigns and the list of people he's beaten, but there is one person not on that list. Seth says some of the roster still wants to fight, to push the industry forward. And then says this is the chance to have a champion that is more than part-timers. Seth says if a new champion will be crowned at Night of Champions, then Chicago has one guest to figure it out. Omos's music hits, and Omos and MVP appear. MVP asks Seth to forgive him for the interruption, and says that he respects him immensely. As MVP tells Seth he thinks that he's one of the greatest superstars to compete ever in a WWE ring, and then says that he has achieved virtually every accomplishment that there is. He says that it is his responsibility to get Omos giant matches, and a match over Omos would be huge. As MVP advises Seth to stop making predictions about his future, because Seth might not have a future after Backlash. Seth thanks MVP for his kind words, and Seth says that Omos is the tallest, strongest, most powerful force that he has ever seen. Seth says that Omos is once in a generation because he was born that way. Seth says that he made himself once in a generation, and says he should be afraid of Omos, but he's not. And Seth tells Omos that he will make his ass famous at Backlash when he stomps his head right in the mat. Seth says he will deliver a curb stomp to Omos, and when Omos wakes up, there will be an arena full of people in San Juan, Puerto Rico, singing his song. And then Seth just walks away from Omos, like I'll see at Backlash. Walks out of the ring, blows right past him, leaves Omos in the ring. Seth Rollins showed absolutely no fear. I liked that with him. I think that's a great way for WWE to present him. So, good job there on that. But this match, I don't think it's going to mean anything either. That's the thing. We go to commercial, come back from the commercial break. We see Matt Riddle strategizing with an annoyed Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn walks in and Kevin Owens asks where Sami has been. Sami says he hasn't had a great night, and KO says neither has he, as he points over to Riddle. Sami tells KO that he talked to Jey Uso, and KO asks why Sami is pleading to him. And Sami tells KO he needs to focus. KO tells Sami he needs to focus so they can keep the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. And then storms off. Riddle says he knows what Sami is going through, and tells him everything will be cool with him and KO because they're bros. What's up, smiley face? Thank you for leaving me some smiles in here. Good to see you. Alright, guys. So, now we have the main event of the evening for WWE Monday Night Raw. Are you guys ready for that? Are you guys ready for that? Because I'll give it to you. Alright. Let's take a look. Back at ringside, Rey Mysterio heads down to the ring, and then Damian Priest follows. We got Damian Priest versus Rey Mysterio one-on-one. Doesn't feel like much of a main event at all, let me tell you. The bell rings and Rey wastes no time as he fires off a series of right hands and kicks. But Priest responds with a big boot and several stomps. Rey delivers a back elbow and a kick, but Priest catches him with a gutbuster as we see Bad Bunny pulling up to the Allstate Arena. Priest ascends to the top rope and gets Rey up on his shoulders, but Rey fights his way out and delivers a Hurricane Rana as he follows it up with a kick to Priest's face before Priest delivers a right hand and tosses Rey under the bottom rope. Go to commercial, come back from the commercial break. Priest delivers an elbow to Rey in the corner. Rey sends Priest colliding with the ring post shoulder first, and then delivers a moonsault to him on the outside. He tosses him back into the ring and then ascends to the top and delivers a senton before he hits a crossbody off the ropes. as he catches Priest in the ropes and sets up for the 619, but Priest catches him with a thrust kick and goes for a pin. Ray kicks out, and Priest sets up for the Razor's Edge, but Ray escapes and goes flying. Priest catches him and plants him. Priest grabs a chair, but Ray catches him with a drop kick as he goes to get back into the ring. Ray then grabs the chair, but Priest catches him with a choke slam. Ray escapes and delivers a Hurricane Rana and then executes the 619 and then ascends to the top. Priest then grabs the steel chair and tosses it at Ray's head and hits him in the head with it before Ray can fly, which causes a disqualification. So, your winner is Rey Mysterio via disqualification. This whole match was a waste of fucking time. After the match, Priest hits Rey Mysterio with the South of Heaven chokeslam and then clears the announce desk. Bad Bunny's music hits. Crowd goes nuts. Bad Bunny appears with the kendo stick in hand. Bad Bunny makes his way down to the ring and hits Damian Priest with the kendo stick as, Bad Bunny sends Priest toppling over the announce desk and then continues beating down Priest with the kendo stick. Priest retreats, but before he can leave, Bad Bunny grabs a microphone, and Bad Bunny says he is not hosting Backlash, but he is going to beat him in the ring, and informs him that they will be facing one another in a street fight. So, Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest in a street fight, folks, at Backlash. And Bad Bunny will win that because there will be no rules. Bad Bunny can use weapons. I'm sure Bad Bunny will have backup to keep the Judgment Day away. I actually like that they made the street fight stipulation because Bad Bunny beating Damian Priest straight up would have been a little bit ridiculous. But now that you have the street fight rules where, you have the street fight rules, where you can use weapons and everything else, that's fine. Bad Bunny can win, and it doesn't seem as ridiculous at the end of the day, so that's good. That's good. So now I have a few other pieces of news right before we get out of here. So, just a few things. Just a few things that I think you guys might be into, but yeah, that's how the show went off the air. That's how the show went off the air, guys. Anyway, let me do these real quick and then we'll get on out of here. WWE Clash at the Castle brought in nearly £22 million to the Welsh economy. On September 3rd, 2022, WWE's Clash at the Castle arrived to much fanfare at Principality Stadium in Cardiff, Wales, making the WWE's first UK stadium show in 30 years. Marking the WWE's first UK stadium show in 30 years. Not only was it a rousing success for WWE, with it making the largest European gate ever, which was revealed by WWE Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque, but according to a recent BBC News report, it generated nearly £22 million for the Welsh economy as well. With an announced attendance of 62,296 fans, Welsh Rugby Union interim CEO Nigel Walker spoke glowingly about the impact the event had on Cardiff. He said, and I quote, "Clash at the Castle had a global audience of millions. And with all eyes on Principality Stadium, we showcased what a magnificent venue we have here in Cardiff. The impact of the premium live event stretched far beyond Principality Stadium, with a study noting that 3/4 of attendees came from outside of Wales. Additionally, an economic impact study, which talked to over 3,000 people, recorded that 57% of visitors to the event wanted to explore other parts of Wales. Welsh Economy Minister Vaughan Gething also spoke about the impact that the event had on the country. In addition to the direct economic impact that the event delivered here in Wales, it provided us with a huge boost to our profile internationally. The reported 22 million pounds even just barely exceeded the amount generated by Six Nations international rugby matches, which brought in a little more than 20 million pounds. The main event of WWE Clash at the Castle saw Scotland's Drew McIntyre challenge Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, while Sheamus versus Gunther for the WWE Intercontinental Championship garnered a lot of praise from fans and critics. So, there you go. Hopefully they go back to the UK for another show, since it was such a success. But, now the other news that we have is all about recent stuff, which, we will get into right here at this moment. So let me see. Alright, because I know there was a few. Alright, so let's talk about... I could be Cody Rhodes and say, what do you guys want to talk about? But I got a few things. Alright. WWE sets date for Bianca Belair Io Sky Raw Women's title match. Ahead of Monday night's Raw, WWE revealed another huge title match for WWE's return to Puerto Rico in just under 2 weeks for the Backlash event. WWE's Twitter account shared that Io Sky will finally challenge Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship in San Juan, Puerto Rico on Saturday, May 6, 2023. The Genius of the Sky earned this opportunity against the EST of the WWE earlier this month. Originally, Damage Control's leader Bayley was meant to enter a three-way match to earn another chance at the title. She was confronted by stablemates Dakota Kai and Io Sky, who proclaimed that one of them should get the opportunity instead of Bayley. But, because she has lost every opportunity at Bianca's championship. After Bayley agreed to talk to WWE official Adam Pearce on their behalf, Io Sky joined the field against Micha Mia Yim and Piper Niven to determine the new number one contender. The Japanese sensation Io Sky captured the victory as she landed her patented moonsault on both of her opponents for the 3 count. With the addition of this highly anticipated championship match, the card for WWE's second ever premium live event from Puerto Rico is shaping up with some major matches. From SmackDown Women's Champion, newly crowned SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley. She will defend her title against Latino World Order member and former Queen of the Ring Zelina Vega. The Bloodline Soul Sikoa and the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, will take on Matt Riddle and the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a 6-man tag team match. And of course, Cody Rhodes seeks retribution from Brock Lesnar for his heinous attack after WrestleMania 39 on the Raw after WrestleMania 39. So we'll see how all this and more play out on the island of enchantment in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Alright, what else do I got? Couple other things. Bad Bunny set to wrestle singles match with big stipulation at WWE Backlash. For weeks, Grammy Award-winning recording artist Bad Bunny was slated to host WWE Backlash when it came to his native Puerto Rico on May 6th, but following the closing moments of Monday night's Raw, Bad Bunny himself stated that he will no longer be hosting. Instead, he will be looking to fight after challenging Damian Priest, a man who was born in New York, but raised in Puerto Rico, to a street fight. The April 24th, 2023 edition of Raw featured Damian Priest battling Rey Mysterio in the main event of the evening. Just when it looked like Rey Mysterio was closing in on a victory, Damian Priest resorted to chucking a chair at Rey Mysterio's head, resulting in a disqualification as Damian Priest proceeded to plant Rey Mysterio with the South of Heaven chokeslam, but before he could do even more damage, he was interrupted. Bad Bunny, whose arrival had been teased throughout the show, finally arrived and made his way to the ring, and then we got a challenge issued for Backlash. Bad Bunny had not been seen on WWE programming since the Judgement Day, led that night by Damian Priest, put Bad Bunny through the announce table on the Raw after WrestleMania. This was not only in response to Bad Bunny punching Dominic Mysterio moments earlier, but because he also arguably cost Dominic Mysterio's WrestleMania match against his father Rey Mysterio when he prevented him from using a steel chain as a weapon. Bad Bunny did not let the actions of 3 weeks ago stop him from charging the ring on Monday night with a kendo stick, however, and proceeded to strike until Priest fled as his former friend made his way through the crowd and up the ramp. Bad Bunny grabbed the microphone to deliver a simple message, and he says, "Hey Damian, I don't know if you know, but I'm not hosting Backlash anymore." Bad Bunny began by saying, "Now I'm going to Puerto Rico to kick your ass." May 6th, Backlash, en mi casa Puerto Rico. Damian Priest, Bad Bunny in a street fight. Notably, Bad Bunny's only other WWE match aside from the 2022 Men's Royal Rumble match came alongside Damian Priest when the two of them teamed up to defeat The Miz and John Morrison at WrestleMania 37. So, we got that. And then in our final little pieces of news here, Lisa, good to see you. Kisses to you. Lisa says, have a good night. Always a pleasure. Hashtag justice for pretty with all the emojis, the kitty cat, the paws, the doves, the moons, the kissy face emoji. Thank you, Lisa. It's great to have you here. Great to have you here like always. Alright, a couple more pieces of news. Brock Lesnar announced for Raw days before WWE Backlash. So here we go. Lisa's got the stars up there now. For weeks, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes has called out his WWE Backlash opponent Brock Lesnar with little success. On the April 17th episode of Raw, a collection of security guards more or less prevented the two men from physically confronting one another. Then on tonight's Raw, Brock Lesnar wasn't even in town, yet tensions may be at an all-time high next week, because on Monday, May 1st, just days before Backlash, the Beast Incarnate will be present when Raw travels to Fort Worth, Texas. It'll also be night 2 of the WWE Draft. This all began after Cody Rhodes failed to capture the undisputed WWE Universal Championship from Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39. Cody Rhodes thought that he had found a slight reprieve when Brock Lesnar agreed to team with him the following night on Raw to take on Roman Reigns and Sikoa in a tag team match, only it was not to be as Brock Lesnar turned on Cody Rhodes before the match even began, planning him with a series of suplexes and F5s along the way. With Backlash right around the corner on Saturday, May 6th, 2023, it's likely that the two come face-to-face before their official match, and there are now a couple of added wrinkles that may make their matchup all the more interesting. First off, the WWE Draft begins on this Friday on SmackDown, with nearly every star eligible to be moved. In addition to that, Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque revealed a revived WWE World Heavyweight Championship belt Monday night on Raw, announcing that a new champion will be crowned at Night of Champions on May 27th. Cody Rhodes was unable to finish his story at WrestleMania, and it remains to be seen whether or not he will get another crack at Roman Reigns anytime soon. As for Brock Lesnar, he is disqualified from challenging for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship as long as Roman Reigns holds the title. While Night of Champions is still a month out, you have to imagine that whoever emerges victorious from the match between Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar will have a strong case for the World Heavyweight Championship. So, that's something there too. And then, let's see. Finally, guys, betting odds. For you guys that like betting odds, I got the early ones here. Betting odds slightly favor Cody Rhodes to defeat Brock Lesnar at WWE Backlash. So, WWE Backlash is nearly upon us, with Bad Bunny hosting the event live from San Juan, Puerto Rico on Saturday, May 6, 2023. As of this moment, 6 matches are booked for the event, though one of them was not announced until just before Monday night's edition of Raw. That being in just under 2 weeks, Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair will put her Raw Women's title on the line against Damage Control's Io Sky. And now betting odds have been revealed for every announced match, aside from Bianca and Io for the time being, courtesy of Bet Online. Currently, they look like this. Here is the odds. Singles match. Seth Rollins is a -120 favorite. Seth Rollins and Omos. Seth Rollins is a -120 favorite to Omos plus 120. Singles match. Winner. In this one, Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. Cody Rhodes is favored -140 to Brock Lesnar plus 100. 6-man tag team match. Matt Riddle, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens are favored -300 to the Bloodline of Solo Sikoa, Jimmy, and Jey Uso at plus 200. SmackDown Women's Championship match. We got Rhea Ripley, the SmackDown Women's Champion, as a heavy favorite at -1600 to Zelina Vega at plus 700. And the WWE United States Championship Triple Threat match. Austin Theory, the champion, -150 favorite to Bronson Reed, who places in second at plus 150, and Bobby Lashley all the way down in third at plus 225. Now, betting odds are subject to change, of course, but it should be noted that earlier on Monday, Brock Lesnar was a slight favorite, -150, to defeat the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Elsewhere on the card, it is unclear who will emerge victorious from the Seth Rollins-Omos showdown. Because, it's -120 to -120, so no one's a favorite. They're at a dead heat even right now. And, so it's unclear who's going to emerge from the Seth Rollins-Omos showdown, while the odds are currently in Austin Theory's favor to retain his WWE United States Championship once again, and Rhea Ripley, the new SmackDown Women's Champion, is a runaway favorite in what will be her first title defense since dethroning Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 39, and just because the odds don't favor the Bloodline at the moment doesn't mean they won't have gold around their waist when they arrive in Puerto Rico on May 6th. That is because they have the opportunity to regain their WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championships this upcoming Friday night on SmackDown. And that's all the news I got, guys. So I got to give you guys a little something extra here. And, one story just popped up. Let me get into this one real quick, and then we're going to wrap it on up here. Multiple segments involving female talent again cut from WWE Monday Night Raw. Vince McMahon was not physically present at this week's WWE Monday Night Raw in Chicago, Illinois, but made his presence felt by making significant changes to the show from a remote location. According to PW Insider Elite, some of the female talents, namely Candice LeRae, Piper Niven, Sonya Deville, Tamina, and Zelina Vega, were most impacted by the Vince McMahon-ordered rewrites, while Candice LeRae and Piper Niven were slated to appear in a segment together, presumably to advance their recent rivalry. Adam Pearce was scheduled to be involved in a backstage segment with several female stars, one of whom was to be Sonya Deville. However, both segments were scrapped and the time was reportedly allotted to a backstage confrontation between Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair and Damage Control, which ultimately set up a 6-woman tag team match for later on in the show. Now, the report by Mike Johnson also said that Tamina, who was backstage at the taping, could have been another whose backstage segment was cut, but Johnson could not confirm the same. Meanwhile, Zelina Vega was also backstage but did not appear alongside her LWO stablemate Santos Escobar, Cruz del Toro, and Joaquin Wilde, who wrestled the Bloodline as a 6-man tag team match. Zelina is currently in a rivalry with SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley, who also did not appear on Monday's Raw. Zelina could have been kept off of Raw due to Rhea's absence and could appear on SmackDown later this week. The scrapping of segments involving female talents is becoming somewhat of a trend. According to PW Insider, several female wrestlers were left off the April 17th Raw, drawing an ire of talents who were upset that the changes happened late in the day and were brought about by late rewrites. It now remains to be seen if the trend will continue going into next week's Raw, which will be the final stop before Backlash. So that's the last up-to-the-minute news as to what Vince McMahon's changes were tonight at Raw. As far as WWE Monday Night Raw, nothing special about it. It was a very middle-of-the-road show. It wasn't good, but it wasn't that bad either. There was some bad parts. There was some good parts. I'll pretty much call this one a dead-even heap. And I will say that WWE Monday Night Raw for Monday, April 24th, 2023. I'll just go ahead and give this show a straight-up 5 out of 10. Middle of the road, nothing special, nothing bad, it just existed. 5 out of 10, so that's going to do it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the show, so I'll see all you next time. Yes, there will be a next time for me right here on Beyond the Ring with Big T. That'll be for your AEW Dynamite coverage on Wednesday night. Don't forget us, and we won't forget you. And of course, if you want the best, and yes, I do mean the absolute best for all of your professional wrestling needs, right here on the internet, right here on YouTube.com today. Always remember to think Beyond the Ring with Big T. Then, of course, everybody, thank you very much for watching and listening to your WWE Monday Night Raw review and results show for today, Monday, April 24, 2023. Leave your likes, comments, subscribe, all that good stuff. And, we'll see what happens. I'll have the ratings report hopefully sometime tomorrow. Cheers to you. Good booze. Alright, guys, so thank you very much for watching and listening to your WWE Monday Night Raw review and results show for today, Monday, April 24th, 2023. And of course, everybody, as always, like I said, 5 out of 10 tonight for Raw. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, everybody, always remember and never ever forget that I'm your host, Big T, and that I'll see all of you at the matches, and I'll see all of you for your AEW Dynamite coverage on Wednesday night. So, take care, everybody. I love you all. And, of course, good night, everybody.
This is M-Dog 20, Matt Cross. We're in Cleveland, Ohio, and you were checking out Beyond the Ring with my man, Big T. Thank you, man. Big T.
Hello, this is EC3 of TNA Wrestling, and you are so very fortunate because you are watching Beyond the Ring with Big T.
This is the bad boy Joey Janela, and you're watching Beyond the Ring. Big T.